I never do these videos inside. I don't know why I don't like the lighting indoors, but like I think this is a pretty enough backdrop. Fucking glorious. Enjoy week 13 of my garden tour, and I'll see you next week. I've been neglecting my peas, so the morning glories have taken over all the trellises that I left standing. The hollyhocks are drying out for seeds, so that'll be delightful. But once the peas dry out completely, because we just got a dump of rain, I'm going to try and reseed them into the same area, and they'll just be fall peas. I wasn't sure if I should record this, but obviously if I have this issue, other people will have this issue. These shitty red bugs, they eat wood, so they've been leaving everything else mostly alone, and I'm gonna let my chickens in here this afternoon. Look, there's the adult. Could you see it? That guy. Fucking asshole. Empty bed. You can see I put cardboard on it. So when you put cardboard down with something to hold it down so the cardboard doesn't blow away, it turns itself into a little microclimate so that I could sow some lettuce underneath. Because lettuce doesn't like the super hot and dry summer temperatures. So we're trying to do that, and then I think it's a week for germination for the lettuce, and so probably in the next day or so I'll pull that up so the lettuce can grow. That weird jalapeno. You can see my turnips over there, zoomies, are coming up on the other side. These beans are finally ready to be picked. I'll come in and do some, I can see them there, but the pole beans I think take a little bit longer to be ready, and that's why they've taken so much longer than the bush beans. Cabbages, potatoes, jalapenos. I still haven't picked these. I really need to come out, but I don't want to pick them when they're wet. And some of them are starting to go red, so I bet they're super hot. Well, isn't that the prettiest cabbage you ever did see? I neglected my beans for like 4 days, so I'm down here to pick again. And look, like from here, my goodness. I think probably I'm gonna have more than 4 pounds this time. Just everywhere. Like, come on, guys. I might have a problem. That's from one row. This row, right here. So I'm gonna keep on going with those. My bed of ugly cucumbers and beautiful squash. And you can see the pumpkin. I really should pick it. But it's doing good so far. Chickens aren't messing with it. You can see all the squash. Oh my God. Look at that zucchini. And all the other zucchinis. I think I've picked 3 or 4 off of that one. The butternut squash is forming fruit now. Ooh. Yeah, there's one. Doing good. Sweet potato squash vine. It just keeps going. Look at my fantastic tomatoes. It's going to rain tonight, so I'm actually going to come out and pick everything that's starting to blush. When you get a lot of rain, which hopefully we will get, they will crack because they'll fill up with water, and really they're just tastier when they're dry. These green Cherokees I'm kind of loving. Like, that's like totally soft, very mature, and the striping on it super pretty. They've cracked a little bit already, but I'm gonna grab them. Emergency surgery with this trellis. It had actually fallen down. There was a zip tie that was keeping it up, and it failed. But now it's up. None of the tomatoes actually broke, so it works for me. The grandma tomatoes did amazing things. They're just so, like, they're pretty. They're fluted. Like, just the shape on them. You don't find it at a grocery store. So this is all the things that I harvested. And just for scale, like, this is a 2-4 flat of Twisted Teas. And we can't forget about my ridiculous. They were cherry tomatoes, but they look a whole lot like Romas, and they're not really juicy. But with COVID in the garden centers in the springs, I could not find any cherry tomatoes. These are Juliette's, and they'll work. So that was that. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll meet you again.